I just want to record this real quick. Um, it's probably around 9 or 10 at night. All the lights were off. I'm kind of chilling out here next to the library. And someone turned on all the lights inside the library. Um, One of the reasons why I think that this would happen, like the other night, I was at a different library, chilling out, and the police came at a certain point, because it's a comfortable, safe place that doesn't have a lot of people around, and I'm also being attacked for some reason, so there's someone around attacking, so someone turned on all the lights inside the library. It was completely dark, and then now all of the lights are on. And so I'll upload the video if someone calls the cops on me. And I am in a public park. You're allowed to kind of, like, it's one of those places where, you know, people come and walk their dogs in the middle of the night. There's nothing wrong with being here. But I hope that someone doesn't try to come up with an excuse to come and harass me. I've been, for some reason, the police station is right over there, by the way. It's like, it's in walking distance. It's very quick. It's like less than a minute or two in walking distance. Before I even got here tonight, they kept threatening me that, remember those, I uploaded a video of two guys assaulting me over a jacket. They stashed all their clothing and stuff right behind that bush right there. There's a bush right there. That's where they stashed all their stuff. Someone kept threatening me. Something kept threatening me before I got here, that if I come back here, they're going to come and kick me in my face. And the guys, those two guys, are going to be here patrolling around, and they may attack me. Obviously, they're not here, but that's one of the threats that they use on a regular basis. Maybe they think it's funny or something. I don't know. But someone actually turned on all the lights in this library. And, you know, the library closed at 5 o'clock today, so, you know, it was out. So whatever they're doing it on purpose. And it is a form of harassment. Obviously, they get to go home and sleep in their nice, comfortable beds. But I actually have to go out of my way to find a place where I can sleep, where you won't have people parking their cars right next to me and trying to jump into my dreams, where you won't have people constantly harassing me while I'm sleeping. One of the things that they really enjoy doing and try to do on a regular basis is to be next to me, close to me, as I'm sleeping. I don't know if this is some type of machine thing or what, but it's a form of harassment. They even through mind control have tried to keep me from going to sleep. They're like, you need to stay up, and that's another thing. They like to try and control your sleeping and your eating. And I'm guessing if you don't get enough sleep, you are easier to control. You're easier to put into a hypnotic state, and that's why I assume that they try to keep me from sleeping, which it hasn't been successful. There is a car over there, so we can go ahead and check and see who's over there. I've noticed that someone's attacking, so it might be someone who, and that's another thing that they do. And I've showed videos. I've had actual, like, people, like, show up and like just loiter inside their car at like 3 in the morning, and I go by the car and they peel off. I mean, weird shit like that. Like, it defies imagination. I mean, unless you're like a part of whatever it is that they're doing. Like right now, they just said that I'm a part of an experiment. I'm an experiment. They keep saying stuff like that. All I know is, personally, I'm doing whatever it takes to protect myself from them. And so, when I was in jail, I was in jail for 3 months at one point for stealing an Xbox controller. Yeah. One of the things that they did was they would lie to me every day, and I started making lists of all the lies, and it was well over 100 different lies. And one of the things that I find very interesting right now is that even amongst all those lies, they are still lying and trying to convince me of stuff. And that's the funny thing that I don't get. Yes, someone is here. Someone has come and parked the car over here. We'll go ahead and get the license plate number. They might pop out and attack me. You never know. I've been going through a lot of attacks as of late, so you never know what might be going on. I noticed that they're like, one of the ways that I know that I'm under attack is something starts attacking, like something starts going crazy. Like, I don't know what they are, but again, imagine for me, it's like someone beaming a gun at you, and the gun is some type of not even a gun, but imagine something trying to interact with you that you don't want anything to do with, but it jumps into your mind and starts harassing you nonstop, punching and kicking and like being really hyper and strange, very strange, a very, very strange type of thing. As you can see, this is not an area in which, you're like, there's certain places where, oh, it's like a campground, you're not allowed to be here at certain points. I'm right next to houses, and so there's no law that says that you can't be on like the street corner. They tend to lie about stuff like that a lot. Anyway, so someone's here in the middle of the night. I have no doubt that they've been called. But then again, maybe not. You never know. It's interesting. I'm just going to keep recording just in case someone calls the cops on me for doing absolutely nothing. That's one of the things that I've been having to deal with as of late. As not even as of late, on a regular basis with the gang stalking and the harassment. Being attacked for doing absolutely nothing. Oh, okay. So a cleaning crew. Cool. No big deal. I noticed that the other night. Well, the same thing happened the other night at the other library. Someone saw me in the doorway. They were there after hours. And called the cops. I have no idea. What I get personally is that any excuse that these machine-like creatures, these machines, can use in order to attack and harass you, they'll use it. Any excuse. Any excuse to try and call the cops on you, to remove you from your comfort, remove me from my comfort zone, they'll use it. Any excuse. And the reason why I'm even paranoid about these lights is because before I even got here, and they were trying to tell me that no, that's not the case, and blah 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 blah. Before I even got here, I kept getting these messages that if I come back here, those two guys are going to be here waiting for me, and they're going to beat me up, especially if I go back in their stash. If you saw the video of the two gang stalkers from a couple days ago, they kept saying that it's their property, and if I go near it, they're going to come after me, and they even threatened to destroy my bike, and all this other stuff. Just to let you know, I put my other jacket inside the bush right where they put their clothes. Now my jacket is gone, so I wonder if those same rules apply. One of the things I've learned personally is that when someone is trying to kill you, no rules apply. No rules, no laws. Let's just take a look, and I'll show you. This is where they stash all their stuff right here. I don't know if I can even get the thing on. Probably not. You probably can't see it. I don't have the flashlight on, but it's behind a bush. Okay, so it's behind this bush right here. It's just a couple bags of clothes. Two guys tried to beat me up over some bags of clothes that they stashed inside of a bush. But like I said earlier, it doesn't matter what it is. As long as there is an excuse that they can use force for an attack, they will, in order to justify it, and try and get away with it too, like mentally. That's why one of the things that I don't really get that much is the whole point, like the whole idea of we're gonna attack you nonstop and use these weapons on you. Like I even uploaded a video that they use like these weapons on you, on like some type of targeted weapon, and nonstop harassment all day long. But then they want to act like nothing's going on also, which I find very strange. I mean, I have video of them being angry at me and being all sorts of weird when their attacks don't work. I don't understand where that mentality comes from, where you're angry at 1 second and want to attack and punch. It's to me it's kind of like maybe it's similar to how abuse works. How you want to beat your children, but you also and I'm not their child, but say you beat, say a molester, a child molester. Say you molest your child, but then you, on the other hand, want to turn around and say that you care for and you love your child, but you're molesting them and hurting them and abusing them in different ways, but for some reason you also love them. To me, it's kind of like that. It's like they want to leave the option open, a possibility, if I might want to save them. Like if I ever got, like, they want to, I don't know if it's a part of the whole messing with the brain type of thing, but it seems to me inside of the programming that they want to leave the option open that they may be seen as gods and as saviors and as good people, even though they're clearly not. But to me, it seems like something about them wants to leave that option open, and it kind of echoes throughout all of their actions that they do throughout the day, or whatever it is that they're doing. That belief that they're not guilty when they very clearly are. They just want to have that as an option. Peace.